So yeah, Flowcode, super exciting opportunity that Tim Armstrong and I have been working on. As you know, Tim and I have been teammates and friends for over 15 years, going back to Google days. And so we launched the Flowcode platform about a year and a half ago. And so Flowcode is next generation QR code technology. Our whole mission is to connect the offline world to the online world instantly and magically. And we do that through the use of next generation QR technology, highly designed flow codes. We've seen a lot of traction with TV networks, publishers, out of home, and then even individual brands and businesses who are looking to make the connection from, some sort of physical consumer experience to digital assets that they may have. So it's been super exciting. And I'll say, as I'm sure most have done over the last year plus, QR codes have become ubiquitous, right? As the world has moved to this contactless environment, the opportunity for brands and businesses to create an enhanced consumer experience through the universal scan on both iOS and Android devices. So we've really benefited. I'll say, one of the few benefits of the pandemic has been consumer behavior on how to scan a QR code and what the expected result is post-scan.
So Jim, we hear quite a lot of innovation going on. NBCU has a very exciting project around e-commerce, around their programming. Tell us how you work with programmers, with brands, and what your business model is and how the whole monetization process works all around.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, we're a software platform and working closely with networks and publishers and, as I mentioned, individual brands and businesses. But when we think about media, and that could be TV networks, out of home, direct mail, these are folks where we are working with them to help them with their clients. Essentially, we're working closely not only with their sales team, but also with those content producers. So I'll just give you a good example with Good Morning America. We power their Thursday morning segment called Deals and Steals. So as that segment runs, a flow code appears on screen. Voiceover talent, usually something about scan the code to access today's deals and steals. It's a great opportunity to connect viewers at home directly to ABC Good Morning America's commerce site. We've worked very closely with Turner Sports, NBA on TNT on Tuesday and Thursday nights. We work with a number of local networks and sports, regional sports networks as well, for individual games, whether that be NBA or MLB. But it's just, what we're trying to do is, how can we take these offline in real life experiences, whether that be on TV or at an event, and provide a connection point that's fast, friction-free, and easy for the consumer or the viewer to connect directly with that brand. Because this all does, our whole thesis here is brands and businesses want direct connections with their consumers, and consumers want to have those direct connections directly with those brands and content providers.
And Jim, give us an idea about the scope of performance, of attribution, how you guys measure performance and what is important to performance for various participants in this thing.
Yeah, you hit on it, Andy. I mean, the secret sauce to the Flowcode platform is that data and analytics platform. Being able to provide these brands and companies, publishers, a really unique data set that they don't typically get from any sort of offline or linear exposure. We're able to see, we're not collecting any personally identifiable information, so we check all the privacy compliance boxes. However, when we're working with publishers, one of the things that we're doing is we're creating unique flow codes. They may be highly designed and look the same, but the data pattern is slightly different. So we can map back scan, which is a proxy for consumer engagement, and then produce a set of comparative analytics. So as an example, if a brand is doing a direct mail campaign or a print campaign, and they want to test an offer or a call to action or creative, we can create unique codes that that brand or business can then look back and say, okay, well, we know that 20% off resonated at a much higher rate than free shipping, and therefore giving that publisher or client an opportunity to optimize towards the better performing messaging.
And finally, Jim, I wanted to ask, like what the roadmap is. You guys have clearly established a beachhead and a fascinating business, and there's a big opportunity. Where does it go from here operationally, geographically, platform-wise?
Yeah.
What's the road ahead look like?
Yeah, well, so we're already a global platform. I mean, we've already seen scans from over 130 countries, all 50 states. Our creator base, folks that are coming to us directly and indirectly through the flowcode.com platform. We're working with tens of thousands of creators on a regular basis. So, one, I think we will continue to focus on the scale and scope of different creators, and that could be a church or an individual proprietor with a small business, all the way up to the largest of Fortune 100 companies and everything in between. So, part of this is, what are the features and functionality that we'll continue to build out, not only with Flowcode, but our optional mobile landing page called Flow Page that has a wide variety of functionality that, provides this unique post-scan experience for the consumer. But then, the other element of this, Andy, is really to continue to build out our data and analytics platform. We've just seen really, smart brands leaning into the platform to better understand what is that real life consumer engagement. How has the world changed, as the world begins to reopen post-pandemic? What are some of the things that brands, businesses, sports leagues, teams, event companies, how has that consumer behavior changed? And Flowcode is really well positioned to be able to help them better understand what the new normal will look like. So yeah, it's an exciting road ahead, and we're just getting started.